Hi, everybody. Hello, happy Monday. Happy first day of school. Also, why did my music stop? It's not. I just can't hear it in my headset. That's fine. Um, Hi, Andrew. Okay, let's say hi to everybody. So we have Ducky in first. Sugar's here. Susanna's here. Hi, Sugar. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Mel. Sugar wants a dad joke and a positive pickle. Hi. I don't know why I can't hear anything in my headset. I'm probably gonna have to turn it off, turn it back on again. Hi. We're also gonna start the bakery. Hold on, let me load this up. Okay, everybody, we're gonna start the bakery. Everybody vote for what you would like for the bakery. Shugo, why did the coffee file a police report? Because it was mugged. Okay, and here is your positive pickle. Your positive pickle says, I celebrate the small moments of joy in life and find beauty even in the simplest things. It is Monday, everybody. It is my first day back to school. Everything's good. All is well. Hi, Ducky. Thank you so much for the 165 stream streak. Holy heck. Hi, Sugar. Thank you for turning my lights off. Thank you for DJ Toothless. What's for extra Pamda love? Hi, Riva. How are you doing? Okay. I gotta figure out why my headset is not. Why I don't hear anything in here. Hold on. Oh. Is that Ducky? God, I can't press any of these buttons. Hi, Ducky. I keep trying to use my mouse, but there's something stuck on my countertop that I didn't realize was stuck onto my countertop until I started trying to use my mouse. Food, hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Everybody, Jenny showed me a game yesterday, and like Jenny, I know I wasn't talking, and that's because I was playing Forever Skies in the background with my IRL friend. Well, not IRL friends. Well, I guess one of them is kind of. I know them IRL. But anyways, I was playing stream with people that we had already had planned for. But my gosh, I was listening to you constantly. It's a very cute dress. Thank you. I was listening to you constantly. Have such a hilarious time with that fishing game, and it's made me want to play the fishing game so bad. I want to show you the game. It was something you'd like. No. It was very sweet of you. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I was like, man, I wish I could watch and pay attention. And yeah. Anyways, hi Jenny, I love you. Broke Wizards. Ooh, how was Final Fantasy? I popped in for a little bit. I was in the behind the scenes because school started today, so I was doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes in school. Um, Getting ready for that. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna turn my mic. I'm gonna turn this headset off and reconnect it. Give me 1 second. Because I literally can't hear anything, and it's very frustrating that I cannot hear a single fucking thing. It says connected, but it is not. Hold on 1 sec. There we go. Okay, you can hear me again. Everything's good. The dress says cute. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Ducky. Thank you, Jenny. Hi, Grandpa Lizzie. How are you, Nico? Go on, get. I got it at Walmart yesterday. It's got like trees and like the bottom part of it is blue and it's got pineapples, but they're not upside down, so we're good. Everything's good. Um, as long as it's not upside down, we're good, right? We're not doing upside down pineapples here. We're doing right side up pineapples. Hi, Star Fox. Star Fox, how's work going? I hope everything's good with you. I hope everybody's having an okay day. Been an interesting day for me, but you know what? It's been fine. It's been just fine. So chat, this week's gonna be an interesting week again. So I do start school again today, but it's the first week. Daryl, it's been slow. Well, slow's good, right? Well, sort of, because then it makes it harder to time to go by, but Daryl, thank you so friggin' much for the 145 stream streak. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for tuning in for 145. stream straight. Right, so this week's gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna be doing hello. Who is forcing me to do a security check now? So, Star Fox, thank you. I do have voice mod turned off. We're gonna start that bakery. Hold on a sec before we get into things. We only have one vote for tall order, but we're gonna go for it anyways. So this week we're gonna be playing Last Pirates Die Together tomorrow. So I am gonna be live tomorrow, but I'm gonna come in the afternoon at about 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be playing with Juicy Gas and Susanna. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing Last Pirate, so it'll start about 3 p.m. Wednesday is going to be co-working stream as I sort out what this whole semester is going to look like. As I sort out what this week is going to look like. Thank you so much for the lizard. Who's that? Ducky. Thank you for the lizard dance, Ducky. I thought that was what it is. Ducky. Sandry. Hi, Mel. Hi, Trippy. Everybody, I've known Sandry for a very long time. I met Sandry. Hi, Drippy. Hi, Sandry. I love you. I was lurking while you were playing. And the only thing that I truly remember while lurking and listening to you was that you and Vav got split up. And she said her traditional line of, well, you knew I wasn't with you when you died. Forgot to copy the message. It's okay. Yeah, thank you. I can start writing it. Woohoo! That's like what I remember. I just remember that's the only thing that I can like fully remember. I was lurking for most of the stream, doing a whole bunch of things to get ready for school because I start school again today. But literally I was listening and it was just I just remember you like getting knocked out and then her response was, well, you knew I wasn't with you. Classic Sandra Baba, yeah. Hi, Suri. Can I request something? Yeah, what's up? What's up, Jenny? I'm gonna shout out I am Sandry. Forget I'm running because time zones. I'll forget. Yeah. I'll go at it right now. So it would be 8 p.m. for you, Jenny. Hi, Suri. Hi, Wolf. I'll go at it right now, Jenny. So everybody, if you don't know Sandry is an absolutely incredible being from Spain. I have known her for quite some time now, and she always brings a smile to my face. Every single time. If things feel bad or I feel down or I just want to go laugh and giggle, Sandry is definitely the place to be. Sandry is got one of the biggest hearts in the world. We've been playing Big Walk with her. Are you? Hi, Shell. I'm glad to hear it. That's okay. I don't lie to these nice people. Hey, no, I'm not lying. 120 followers. She is getting a close to 100k followers. Jenny, thank you so much. No, it's okay, Jenny. It was hot. Sandra, question for you. Are you going to be around Thursday? Okay, if not, I'm just curious. We are playing a playthrough with Sandry on Thursdays for Big Walk. And I feel like we definitely need her at this point in time. You always bring a smile to my face. Well, I'm just so glad, Wolf. Hi, Llama. I think I'll be, yeah, woohoo! We learned, Osmo and I only learned a couple of things. We did a couple of different puzzles, but we didn't really get too much further. However, unfortunately, we did solve the light on first try, so. But to be fair, there was only 2 of us, a little bit easier, right? Scaled to 2 people. But Sandry's absolutely incredible. And everybody, when Sandry hits 1,000 followers, the really incredible part is that Sandry plays Fortnite. And she does play Fall Guys sometimes too, which I know is a banned game here. But it's not with Sandry. And I still support her and love her while she plays that game and all of those different kinds of things. She will be able to get an epic creator code at 1,000 followers. And she's been working so hard for it. She is a full-time streamer during the day. She is from the Basque region in Spain. She has a word of the day. She has a lot of things. She always plays games with her community. So if you are not following Sandra, please drop her a follow. Let's get her to that 1,000 followers. Sandra, I know that you probably have to run and walk bossy, and that's okay. You know I'm A-okay with you always raiding and running. I love you. That's a plus. Oh, you don't play the band game anymore. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but it's always in the back of my mind of like, Sandra plays the band game. That's crazy. Sandra also has the cutest emotes. They're giraffes. She has some giraffes and she has strawberries. Sad. I'm so sorry, Mel. Mel, how's your school going? Oh, are you back in school yet? For all of those that came in with the raid, thank you so much for loving and supporting Sandry. She deserves the world, if I'm being honest. Also for all of those that came in, and for Sandry, because I don't know if you've seen have you seen Stream Bakery before? Stream Bakery is it's currently in alpha, but it is made by one of the devs who was part of Stream Raiders. It's a merge game. Sandry raid, not yet, still a couple of weeks. Okay. There's a Sinisty in chat. C tier Pokemon, everybody, if you want to catch that. Feather Ball, Phantom Ball as your best balls. So, Stream Bakery, this game right here. This game is a community-based game. Currently, there's only 26 streamers in the alpha. Some girl who I know is part of our community also is one of them as well. It's Stream Raiders the Baking. Yeah, it's a merge game, but it's Stream Raiders. So you still run a bakery. You still have people do it. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on your browser. Streams will only be remotely popular. It's okay. My streams are only remotely popular some days, most days. So if you go to that link, which is just streambakery.com, and you authorize your Twitch, you have the ability to merge. And it literally, hi, Kay, can we play other people's phone without them knowing? No, because you got to connect to their Twitch. So this is currently an alpha, but it is really just a merge game. Think of any kind of merge game you play on your phone. You use your actual items. So for us, it's a mixer. It pops out sugars and mixes as you level up. So we merge the mixes, merge the batter, merge the cookies, etc. You can also click on the actual, so I know it's kind of small, but you can, I can make it a little bigger. Where is it? There we go. So you merge, right? So you click on your actual thing. There's 3 stations. So there's the mixing station, there's an espresso station, and there's a bread station. As you level up, you get more stations. You have these orders up at the top. So these are the people that have your orders. They tell you what you need, and all you have to do is, if you're not sure how to get that item, you just click on it. So I'm like, what's this? This is like a bagel donut or something. Oh, it's a bagel. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to merge flour to get dough, to get a bun, to get a pretzel, to get a bagel. Right? Same with the brownie. I can click and say, oh, I need to do sugars, the mix, the cookie, the macaron, and then I get a brownie. We together as a team have a goal to make. So for us right now, it's 2,000. We have just under 22 minutes left to make that goal. We're at 44%. You do have energy, so you start at 100 energy. You use your energy. As you use your energy, of course, it goes away. At the end of the round, you don't, no, thank you. You don't gain any new energy, but you do get new energy by getting energy crates and all of that stuff along the way. Because Bossy just came on. No, that's okay, Sandry. Go, I love you. Hi, Sleepy Dragon. Welcome on in. Ducky K, we caught it. Congrats. They also, yesterday, Brett also just released the ability for you to customize chat. So make sure you customize your character. As you can see here, Kay is customized. She's a cute little purple space lady. Space woman. Endless is a little yellow orange knight. So you can customize. I don't know. I think you can do it on your phone, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried it on my phone recently. Yes, you can. So on your phone, what you hit is you hit that little customize button right beside there. So there's like your play button, and then there's a customize button. You hit that customize button, and you can select the actual style that you want. You can see, oh, okay, it's a little, you can hit the style you want, and you can select colors. It's right, there you go. So you see how on Juicy's, no, this is Evie's. You can see Evie's. So on Evie's, you can see there's a customize, there's a gift, and then there's a vote that tells me she's actively playing. The gift is telling me to go to Twitch and gift her subs, which everybody should. And then there's the customize, so that you can go in there and customize your character. You can customize your character for each person too, by the way. So Brett just released that yesterday. He also released Stream Pets too. You have a new one called the PS, which is your stream pet. So yeah, that's Stream Bakery. Absolutely free to play. This is just the alpha of it. I'm really excited for what's gonna come with it. Like I say, this is just the start, and it's so incredible. We're at 50% of our goal, everybody. We have 19 and a half minutes left. Bye, Sandry. I love you so much. Thank you so freaking much for the raid. I love you. Everybody, please go love on Sandry. She's the sweetest human being I've ever met. I'm so incredibly grateful and so incredibly lucky to know who she is and to know her. And she always puts a smile on my face. So. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be making breakfast burritos. So I know I've done this on stream a couple of times, but you know what? We things we have to do. But I have something fun-ish that we have to do alongside it, which is that I have a big huge block of bacon that we have to process, and we're going to cook it up as well. So we're going to process it into smaller packages, like packages of like 3 or 4 pieces each basically. And then we're going to put some and cook up a whole bunch for the burritos. But our breakfast burritos are going to be bacon. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I don't think you're ready for this, Ducky. Let me also put this down a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah, like it's like are you ready for this, Ducky? It's been frozen in our freezer. Look at how much bacon we have, Chet. It was $50 for all of this bacon. And it's all sliced really nice and thin. So it's all good to go. So we're going to be making some bacon for the breakfast burritos, but then we're also going to Starbucks. Tinker and I would love some. Happy belated birthday, Mama. Starbucks. Star Fox, that's so freaking sweet of you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Star Fox. That's I'm so incredibly grateful for you, Star Fox. You just have me. Yeah, look at it. Hi, Skiggs. Back to work lurking. Seriously, thank you so freaking much, Star Fox. What's this? Hi. I take a blue for Oh, hi. Pour yourself a cup of tea and enjoy some rose tea. Jenny. Books and her meat. Wow, everybody's come into my meat. What an awkward thing to come into. Rose tea, hi, how are you? What were you up to? You were playing Phoenix, right? Hi, thank you so much for the follow. Hi. Welcome on in, you beautiful bean. Let me drop you a follow. How was your game? You were playing the Ace Attorney trilogy. How was that? Everybody, Rose Tea. I'm betting Rose Tea is a friend of Jenny Boo. Since Jenny Boo came in here, and I can promise you that if they're a friend of Jenny Boo, we know that they're great and incredible, amazing people. So I'm so excited to be able to check out your industry. Thank you so much for picking me. Hi, how are you? How was your stream? For those that just came in, I'm PamdaRex. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I wouldn't necessarily say full-time streamer, but I guess I am. I'm a full-time streamer, but I'm also a full-time university student going back to school to become a therapist. Every Monday we do cooking streams, so that's what we're doing here on Monday. It was good. I had a lot of fun. That's great. I'm so glad. And a shy bean. Aw. Oh, Jenny, that's so sweet of you. Well, Rose, you found definitely the right people in Jenny. And me. That's so sweet. She's doing good. I'm so proud of you. Oh, I know. That's so sweet. Listen, when I started streaming, I was doing it literally for the emotes. Funnest fact of me. I literally did it because I wanted the Pamdar pickle emote that I have. I wish I was even kidding you. That's exactly why I did it. I wanted the pickle emote so that I could torment people I know didn't like pickles by putting it in their chats. The thing is that when I started doing and I started hanging out with people that I knew and love, I started growing communities, experiencing new people, and when it boiled down to it, I found so many amazing souls on the internet and across this community and platform that I just continued. It was way better to spend time with them and experience what it was like in a world that had them in it. And so, hi, your mom's cooter. Welcome on in. You're so kind. Bakery. It's just bake. Star Fox. It's just bake. Yeah, there you go. What Star Fox is telling you about is we're doing this merge game. I don't know if you're addicted to merge games. I've always been addicted to merge games. Not even kidding you. I have a merge game on my phone right now. I haven't been playing it because obviously I've been playing this, but it's literally called Cook and Merge. Probably can't really see it, but it's literally called Cook and Merge because I'm like, I'm addicted to cooking or merge games. It's perfect for staying on the toilet with, yeah, with your meat, Jenny. Hi, Lamenti. Look, Lamenti. It could be a virgin pina colada. Thank you so freaking much, Rose T. That's so incredibly sweet of you. And I know how much, especially when it was new, how much pressing that raid button, especially to someone you've never known before or ever met before, could feel. And I want to say that, like, that's special. It's so special. And that's extremely special that you trusted in Jenny and then you did choose me. So huge thank you. Seriously. What am I looking at? Bacon. You're welcome. It's so incredibly special. Thank you so freaking much. Yeah, this is bacon. This is I don't even remember how much this is supposed to be. I think it's like 30 pounds. It's like 30 pounds of bacon. So like 3 Simon the cats. We got it from a butcher across the state from our in-laws. They sometimes just have deals for you to get stuff that's really, really cheap. And so we got this a long time ago and we just haven't done anything with it. Hi, Jenny on the red side. Sorry I hadn't seen you in a moment. But thank you so much for supporting over there. I love you. Thank you for being so open. Of course. Of course. I mean, listen, if you find somebody that isn't, it just means you never go see them again. You're welcome here, though. And that dress, ma'am, thank you, Susanna. Gotta do some reps with the meat, build the arm muscles. Because just do some like reps, just like it doesn't even feel like it's that heavy. Like it's supposed to be like 30 pounds, I think. I had a whole freezer full of like 1/5 of the pig during COVID. Yeah. Did the drop work? The drop did work. Everywhere. We are 86% of the way to our goal. You can serve this one. Like New York City. I have so many things I just don't wanna. I'm like, really? I gotta make a croissant? That's rough. It's international. We're 91% of the way to our goal, everybody. I have more than enough coins. I'll do this so I can serve it. We are 103 points away, chat. I'm gonna get very good at math. Bread's forced me to get very good at math. Chickens are gold machines? Yeah. And listen, they can make food for you. I'm giggling at the second cursor rubbing panda as she verges. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chickens are gold machines. Is that alligator jerky? No, this is just regular bacon. It's just pig bacon. There's a Pachirisu. It's a moose butt cheek. There's a Pachirisu in chat. Everybody see tier Pokemon. You were looking at a magnet ball or a feather ball if you really want to catch it. Mawaza, you unfortunately don't have a regular Pokeball. If you want to buy some Pokeballs, you can do exclamation point Pokeshop Pokeball 10. Buy some Pokeballs. You'll also get a Premier Ball with it. Hi, Uziel. Welcome on in. I've never been bacon like that. Oh, we've been pre-sliced here. I think it was bacon until you said it. Oh, no. You would do, so if you wanted to, you would do Pokeshop, Pokeball, or you could do any number. And then it would do, hi, madam, we'll start. You could do any number and it would purchase balls for you and then you'd be able to throw the ball. Or you might have another ball. But unfortunately, you don't have a basic Pokeball. Apologies. So this is pre-sliced too, Jenny. Hi, Madam Wolfstar. Hopefully Fortnite treated you well last night. Yeah, so, oh, it smells so good. So all of this is absolutely pre-sliced. So it is all pre-sliced. Like, see, there's just like a slice of bacon right there, all by itself. It's all pre-sliced. It's just that we bought it in a big old pre-sliced slab of meat. So, Ducky, you caught it. Congrats. Bacon wrapped hot dogs. Oh, that sounds good, actually. You know what I also used to really like when I was a kid? So, it was really good recipe. What? Okay, but like, can I not? You didn't want to catch the Pachirisu? Bacon wrap bacon. Just like one strip of bacon and you just wrap it with another piece of bacon. Do bacon, wrap them around a bacon. You just get like a stick and just wrap bacon. You just wrap bacon on bacon on bacon. Right? Sorry, I didn't bring my my bag thing over here. I am going to. So we bought ourselves. Oh no, Jenny, you didn't catch Ducky. So we vacuum pack a lot here, especially because I am now a full-time student. The one thing that is obviously an issue is that we have to kind of stretch our funds as best as we can. Money technically does grow in trees. Well, no, actually it's fabric, so it doesn't really, well, it kind of, I don't know. Money doesn't really grow on trees. So we are trying to stretch our dollars as best as we can. So what we do is we get a whole bunch of meat or something that is slightly cheaper on a good deal, and then we package it into smaller. At the same time, Ducky. I know, right? You also didn't catch Jenny. So me and my husband typically eat like 2 pieces of bacon each time. So we're gonna package 4 pieces of bacon. Yeah. But yeah, it is all fully cut. Making bacon pancakes? One day I have to make bacon pancakes just for the hell of it. Oh no, Uziel, you didn't catch Jenny either. Can I catch Jenny? Rosie didn't catch Jenny, and I didn't catch Jenny. Jenny, you don't want to be caught today. Sherry turned into a game of dodgeball. Yeah, Jenny's over here just like dodging everything. It's wild. Let's just put all of this in here. Clementi, I hope work is okay today. I know it's busy time. Hi, Kay. Kay, you got a dill pickle. How's the little one? I'm off to my tournament. Thank you so much, Wolf. I love you. Thank you for being part of this community. I hope your tournament goes well. Yes, good luck. Thank you so much for popping on in here. Thank you. No, thank you. Also, chat, so I still have this takeover from last week, and I asked a person a question. I need to make sure I keep my number one spot away from High Flicker. My regular restaurant, both you and Griff are not eating nearly enough bacon. What do you mean we're not eating nearly enough bacon? We have this whole slab of bacon here. You don't think 2 slices of bacon's enough? How many slices of bacon? Okay, let's... Never enough. Okay, let's have a conversation here. How many slices of bacon is right? 4 per person. Okay. Even these long-ass pieces? Okay, 4. Anybody got some counterpoints? How many slices of bacon? 800,423 per shoe goes. Depends how thin they are. Okay. Okay, Jenny, so these ones are like, I'd say about normal thinness, like you would get at a store. So normal thinness that you would get at a store, how much? I need a piece of bacon for my piece of bacon. Never enough bacon. Ooh, cookie yay. Hi, Octavius, you beautiful bean. How are you doing? Were you playing? You were playing. What was it? You were live today playing Potion Maker? Was it a Potion Maker game? Sandry, thank you so much. I love you, Sandry. I hope the dog walk was good. Say about 4, but 3 is a big meal with lots of other things. So that's the thing, is normally it's like 2 because we have a lot of other stuff to go with it. Now we're rocking on the dance floor, acting naughty. Sandry, I love you. I hope Walking Bossy. It was Poison Dealer. Oh, close. To my sister, so I need to still wait to walk. What are you making? So we're gonna be making breakfast burritos. For like meal prep, but I have this huge slab of bacon that I'm like probably almost halfway through in terms of processing it. With rice? No, there won't be any rice in the breakfast burritos. It's going to be, so they're breakfast burritos, so there's going to be potatoes to mimic hash browns. And then there's going to be bacon and eggs and cheese. So much bacon, I know, right? Overnight ships them to me, please. Look, where you live, Shugo, you should find a butcher. There's got to be a butcher around that'll do deals like this. There's got to be. Don't know if it's even a thing. So it's basically what you would have in like a like an egg scramble or a breakfast bowl or something like that, or like just in general what you would eat as part of like breakfast. So we're talking. There's cheese, of course. For us, we usually put cheese potatoes that have been cooked up and like, crispy and stuff, like slightly crispy potatoes, chunks of bacon, egg whites. We do egg white scramble because my husband actually can't have egg yolk, so we do egg white scramble. And then we usually put like a line of sriracha or something like that on it too. Don't think it goes well in a wrap. Probably not. If it already cooked bacon, snack bacon. Shuga, how many pieces of bacon do you need in a day to survive? How many pieces do you need to survive? Oh yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. Oh, we completed our goal. Now I have to try and do this left-handed. Here we go. We did it, everybody. 62 orders. We have 13 bakers here, to almost 1,300 pieces merged. We have Lepsis is a head baker order machine and the merge master. We have Berlama, Uncle to Ben, and Endless Sky getting our superlative rewards. We do have a brownie and a macaron. I do random them off. However, when somebody gets all of my MVPs, I always give them an item. So I'm gonna give Lepsis one of those, and then Jenny, you're gonna get the macaron. Everybody's gonna get 3 ingredients boxes, an energy crate, and a gems box. Trying to do this left-handed. Okay, everybody, vote for what you would like to do. It seems that a tall order has gone up about 200 points. Remember, every round you don't get your energy back. Now, you'll still have an energy crate that you'll be able to open in 10 minutes, and we can always have other people in the community. But it is a thing to just keep in mind as we work through it. Seems we have 2 votes for tall order. We have 1 vote for the full bake day. We'll do the tall order. Okay, everybody, you have 30 minutes bake. Make sure to put down your ingredient crates and everything and start opening them. They take about 10 minutes to open. Hi, Tulip. Listen, Linda, I said bacon, not meat. Bacon is meat, though. Kate likes hard meat. Wow. I can't eat as many bacon in this sitting. Hi, Tulip. No, you can lurk, Tulip. I'm sorry. I saw you. Hi, Kevlar. I saw you in the thing. And was like, oh my god, it's Tulip. How was Arc, Tulip? Epi always has the most ridiculous time in Arc. It was okay. Yeah, Epi always has the most ridiculous time in Arc. I don't know what's up with that man. Hi, Taildis. Welcome on in. Hydrate. Wow. Thank you for lurking and escaping. When I get all this cleaned up and I get my hands cleaned up, I'll give some people time in Microscape. Hydrate. I'll hydrate after I'm no longer covered in. Hello? Thank you, Lamenti. Oh, Ducky, thank you. Oh, everybody, thank you. Lamenti, Ducky. Thank you, everybody, for giving everybody time. Oh, I never did the stream pet. Okay, so chat, do you want to take care of a stream pet with me? Ducky said no. No rush. I will, I promise you. I'm being perverted. What's up? No, I didn't eat it. Mila shakes to the boys. So who remembers back in like the early 2000s? Hi, Bonta. Welcome on in. How has your COD streams been going? I've popped in here and there, but usually I see them like when I've just barely woken up, and then by the time I get to it, it's like you're ending, and I'm like, whoops. So does anybody remember those old school Tamagotchis that we used to have, the Tamagotchis? I say Tamagotchi, but it's the Tamagotchis. You know those little tiny Tamagotchis? You've been playing Hollow Knight. Ooh, that's good. Have you been enjoying it? You know the Tamagotchis? Yes. Oh my god. There's a game called Ramadachi on Steam, and it's literally you taking care of a Tamagotchi. You're a Tamagotchi. No, I don't get taken good care of for that. Yes, I used to have a Tamagotchi. Yeah, so there's a game called Ramagotchi. By the way, not sponsored. I didn't even get it for free. I saw it on Twitter one day and was like, I need this in my life. And after last week, I was like, I'm getting this. So, I bought myself this silly little game, and I have a silly little dino because I had a dino. I don't know what everybody had when they were a kid, but I specifically had a dino. Me and my brother both had a dino. And so I made myself one that looked exactly like my dino when I was a kid. And so I've been for the past 3 days taking care of a silly little dinosaur. Everybody, there's a Masharma in chat. B tier Pokemon. You're looking at a Cypher Ball and a Heal Ball. So I'm a Tamagotchi. I'm a double animal that needs to be reminded to drink, feed, and sleep. It's called Remadachi. Tulip, I can send you the link. Hold on. Just I'll go close it on my computer too. Because if I go close it on my computer, I can open it up here and we can see it. But it's called Remadachi. Rema. Rema. Because it can't be Tamagotchi. By the way, like for any of those people that are sitting here, like you need this in your life. It's got the right sounds. Oh, he's dirty. Oh no. That's okay. Oh, I have to save all these games. Hold on. So I gotta close all my games. Let me Tulip, I'm gonna send the link to you. Oh wait. I sent you the link. Okay, let me load this up. Cause I think it's really cute. Let me also do some baking. What do I have to do? A croissant. I need a croissant and then like a medium coffee. Octavia serving their 5th customer. Thank you so much for joining the bakery. A little further. Must be real, just say the word and I'ma give you what you want. And then I feel like I'm just gonna go for this. Really better be what you want. If you feel it, must be real, just say the word and I'ma give you what you want. Does the Shugo on your island have game? Oh, Shugo, okay, you want to hear a funny thing about my island? You just reminded me because you asked Ducky about her island. Okay, so, um, hold on a sec. Where'd my floating widget go? I don't even see it. Okay, so on my island, right, I purposely put in, on my personal island, because I have a personal island, I purposely put in Shugo and, Kay, because I just wanted to put you on my island, right? So I put you on my island, no big deal, great time. Great time is had. Great time, loved by all, you know? Well, I don't think Kay and Shugo had a great time because Kay and Shugo decided that at one point in time that they weren't friends anymore and they couldn't even be together anymore. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Life. This is not working. So you were together because you immediately clicked and then you immediately broke up. And I was like, okay, fine. Fine. So that was that. You guys were together and then you immediately broke up. So what? So be it, you know? So the other day, also, see, this is the little dino. He's dirty. He gotta go have a shower. I was trying to get it to be a widget, but I don't know why it's not showing me as a widget. So, that was a thing that existed in the world. And so I was like, okay, yeah, no big deal. Whatever, we'll figure this out, right? Like, we'll figure it out. You guys will become friends again. We'll figure it out. So I loaded up my thing yesterday. I loaded it up yesterday. And let me see if I can do this as a floating widget again. No. It doesn't like it as a floating widget. I don't know where it is. Oh, he's sick! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, he's just cold. Never mind. Save him! so so my Kay and Shugo broke up for a period of time. Well, I logged in yesterday and Kay was like, I don't want this to be the end. I think we have to make it work. And so I was like, yes, you have to make it work. So Kay went to you and was like, please, Shugo, forgive me. We should be together again. And now you guys are fully in love. I won it from a crane machine. Yeah. So this one has the different combos. Um, so you have this is the dinosaur because I had the dinosaur and I had the red one. Like this is the exact colors that mine was, red with yellow buttons. It's got all the noises too. Um, it's got all the different things attached to it. You have to feed them, water them, you make them study for school, all of those things. It also has like cats and all of the other types of ones too. I'd say you got game. Yeah, no, on my island they have not been soulmates at all. Are you full yet, Dino? And then of course it's also got the physics of like if you feed it only bad food, he'll get fat. Study for school. I remember I had just one clean food and that was it. It was so basic. We gotta play rock, paper, scissors. Yay! My Dino's so happy. You're raising a digital ghost sperm. I sure am. Oh, he's so mad. I expected nothing less. He grows up to be an actual dino soon. He's got to be studious. Okay, so he's very happy. A+ in school. 19 kilograms, 3 days old, fully fed, fully watered, and he's okay with the temperature. There you go. And now he just sits there like a... No, don't delete Nico. But if you wanted... They have all the different ones. So you can do the dino, a penguin, an alien, an ocean, a Chan, a Smarty, a fish, a cat, a dog, a bear, a deer, a Fant, so an elephant. You could do shark. And then you gotta choose the color you want. So like you could pick whatever color you wanted. And you gotta do them all. So I don't know. I got way too addicted to this when I was a kid. I used to send them with I used to like do them over the summer, and I used to like get my parents to take care of my dino when I went to school and stuff. And I remember my mom telling me the story. Same brand that you had? Yeah. When I was a kid, I remember my mom telling me the story that she used to like go to work. We were so addicted to the dumb little Tamagotchis. Me and my brother had one, and she used to go to work and have to bring the dumb little dinos to her at work and leave them on her desk so that she could take care of them during the day because we couldn't do it at school. I had a turquoise blue one. I don't remember what color my brother had. I want to say his was yellow and mine was red. But I had the red one for sure. And I did the dino first because, like, I'm going to do the other ones too for funsies. But I did the dino first because I was like, I had a dino when I was a kid. But one of the things about this... My sister too, same carry machine, and like 3 other people on the soccer team. My sister had a white one. Oh, that's cute. There is... So there is the ability for me to log into YouTube and Twitch with this. So with streaming features, you can add your virtual pet to your stream and allow your chat to interact with it in real time. Viewers can send commands, play, feed, and care for your virtual pet together, turning your stream into a fun and shared experience. Customize the commands and responses to match your style and create a unique interaction between you, your community, and your virtual pet. So if there is any want for you to also help me take care of my dumb little dino, I could set that up. I remember having a Tamagotchi back. Every kid had one. Yeah, every kid had one. It was like nowadays when you have like tablets and smartphones. Ours were Tamagotchis. You remember the dumb little Tamagotchis? Chat, surely I shouldn't put a photo of my meat on TikTok, right? Because I never did a go live. And Ducky hasn't yelled at me yet, and it's been an hour, so I'm chilling. And it's got like the one thing that I remember was all the little noises. You know how like the Tamagotchis had all the little tiny like noises? They're all correct in this. I just kept winning them. That's hilarious. I have no clue like why my parents bought them or where they got them or any of that kind of stuff, but they definitely got me and my younger brother a Tamagotchi when we were in elementary school. For sure. And I was like the silly one that would start my Tamagotchi before I went to camp and then couldn't take it to camp with me. So it had to just die. Because my mom was like, I'm not taking care of that. Valid. It's gonna be enough. This will be, yeah, that'll be. Well, no, it'll be fine. So you wanna play with magic? You should know what you're fine for. Hi, Star! Hopefully you're still feeling okay from the dentist. Hi. Everybody, there's an A tier. It is an Iron Hands, Magnet Ball, Heavy Ball. Hopefully you're still healing up. It went much better this time. Yeah, I heard. I read. Which is good. Did they use I guess did they use the same bonding agent that you reacted to, or did they use the one that you didn't react to? I guess maybe there's different bonding agent. I don't know. I'm not a dentist. Everybody catch your Pokemon. It is an A tier Pokemon, everybody. Also, bakery. We gotta check on the bakery. So Chad, if you do want to help me take care of the silly little pet, we can set it up for tomorrow. Gave me time to see if there was reaction. That's good. Yeah, I've never had a crown before myself. So I don't know. I don't know the deets. But that's good. That's good. Signed up. Good. Okay. We have less than 10 minutes left, everybody. We are at 61%. Find me, oh, baby. Where the hell my husband? Dougie, why is your hell with your lover getting down with another? Obviously. I can't listen to the song without thinking of Ducky. All I think of is Ducky. Okay. Jeebus Mobile, I'm cooking with you. Oh, hi! Me? So, Uzi Lamenti, Ducky, you've got the Pokemon. Oh, Ducky, Jeebus Mobile. No, you too. No, I mean, I think of you too, but I just, like, I remember, so Ducky started a few streams when this song, like, when I was first introduced to the song, and, like, I can't not listen to the song without thinking of her, because she'd start a few streams and she'd be, like, singing, and hi, Tinker! I think about you a lot too. Wow. Your song, Sounders and Neo dancing. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, your song that I can't do. What is it called? Every time I listen to, hold on, I have it here. I can never remember the name of it. Just like I actually don't know the name of this song. I just know as soon as it comes on, then it reminds me of Ducky. Is Move This, Shake That Body. Every single time I hear that song, I'm like, my star. That one, and of course, your old starting song, the All American Rejects. Yes. Eye to Eye. Yeah, that one of course does. Yeah. Eye to Eye and with her. Yeah. She also, of course, got the Cupid Shuffle. Everything, but I don't hear the Cupid Shuffle often. But every time you hear the Cupid Shuffle, it just reminds you. Baby, where the hell's my husband? Taking him so long to find me. Oh, baby, where the hell's my husband? Okay, Chad, I'm gonna do like a really big order, but it's not gonna be enough to get us all the way there. So we gotta get some more orders there if we want to make it. I am working on this big order that'll give us 300 points. I'm working. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm merging. Okay, I have a 300 point order. Do you need a minute? Why are you filling yourself up with your mouse? Wow! It's because I can't play this game on my phone as a streamer. Nico also needs bacon. Nico does actually need her things. The mousey left though. Yeah, it's because I went off the game. Can you just send it to me later? Wow, Ducky. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. No, we're not starting that all up again, Ducky. I wanna be invisible. Chad, we're 400 points away. I can barely hear when I get a customer. Ah, makes sense. You just got to redeem it when you don't have a customer. Yes, I love the adrenaline in my veins. I feel like I need 4 more pieces of bacon for this. So I'll just throw this bag out. It's the top I'm ready for. Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. Thing is that I don't think I'd have enough time to be able to do, or anything, to be able to get another one. Out of the box. Happy Monday. Hi, Bald Squirrel. Welcome on in. Pamda's Pickle keeps coming next. Wow. You're not wrong. Wow. I just like picked up this bacon and threw it in the pan without doing anything with it. Star, what are you making for dinner? Also, hopefully, a little bit never caught Michael's cold. And he's doing pretty good because I know football starts. It's whatever it takes. I had Mexican chicken and rice. Yum! That sounds great. Okay, Nico's here. Is it time to do new Nico tricks? We're 71% of the way to the goal, chat. There she is! Hi! Hi, little baby girl. Lay down. I just said lay down. I didn't say roll over. Lay down. Roll over. Sit. Paw. Other paw. High five. Sit. Stay. Lurking and escaping. Thank you so much for lurking and escaping. Okay. There you go. Good girl. Tinker, thank you so much for the 160 streak. I adore you. I'm happy you've been able to keep us at a large. Hi, Nico. And she goes away now. Tinker, thank you so much. You're so freaking sweet. I love you. I adore you. Happy freaking belated birthday. I know I said it to you yesterday too, but like seriously, happy belated birthday. You incredible human being. Thank you. What did you have for dinner last night? You know what? I asked Ducky. Ducky told me what she had. What did you have for dinner last night? Baby. We have 1 minute left. I feel like we're not going to be able to do it. Well, that's okay. I had a juicy Lucy burger stuffed with white American cheese and coleslaw. Yum! Okay, Ducky, I'm doing it right now. Right now, Ducky. Can you hear me? Do you have a customer, Ducky? Ducky, I choose to nourish my body with healthy foods, positive thoughts, and compassionate care. Like that. Wait, 20 seconds left, chat. I think we're gonna not make this bakery round. That's okay. That's okay. We'll work on the next one. We'll get the next one, yeah? Show you to go. It's you, baby. Take this way, no. We have 11 bakers on shift, 55 orders filled. We didn't make it, but Tulip was our MVP across the board. Our superlatives were Jenny Bouquet and Granite Grizz. Everybody's getting a little bit of energy, okay? Okay, everybody, vote for what you want. Our tall order went down to 2,000, but if we can't make that, we could just go for the full bake day. The only difference is we're not going to get the gems, and we'll get one less ingredient box, but it's only 1,600 to do, so vote for what you want. Hi, Froggy. Where's my body with you? Wow. Tinker, that sounds so good. Sounds like you had a lot of fun. Hi, Pamda. Hi, Froggy. How you been doing, Froggies? Okay, Jack, we're already at 19%. I served my 304 order. I was waiting. I was holding off on it, so I was going to do it last round, but I... Thank you for the fart. I was holding off on it specifically because I was like, oh, well, we might not get it. If we don't get it, I don't want to use it, you know? Because we can use it this round, make sure we actually hit the goal. So, I'm using my gens. I'm using up my energy. I'm touching myself with my mouse, apparently. We'll do that for just now. Yummy, yummy! It was delicious. Good, I'm so glad. That was for Frog. Frog, did you see that they added frogs to Peak? Hey, said our hustle's work is never through. Making it 'cause we making moves. I think we know how to do. Oh, I wonder if what I need to. I don't think I know what I need to do this. Hold on. There you go. Now you don't see my cursor. Ah, fixed. That was weird. Oh, it never sealed it. There's a Marini in chat, everybody. It's above the wine rack. I still see your cursor. It's above the wine rack. That's because of whatever else I'm on right now is capturing my cursor. The Marini in chat. It's a C tier Pokemon. You're looking at a Cypher Ball, Netball. Feeling I just can't deny. I wonder what I'm on right now. That like captures my cursor. Is it actually up there? No, it's not. That's just a wine. Wow. Is my dino okay? The dino's okay. How are we doing on the bakery? Okay, we're halfway there. Hopefully by us doing this, we're going to all be able to get some time and energy back so that we can maybe do a full bake next time. I have like 1,000 gems. I can use up some gems. No, Energon! I'll just use up some Energon. So much Energon. I'm feeling I just can't deny. I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. Okay. Bro, what the heck? What? Ducky, why do you not want to catch Pokemon all of a sudden? Are you supposed to miss Pokemon for something? I need to miss them for a quest. Ah. Well, you should probably be doing it in a channel that you don't have a lot of loyalty in. Okay, chat, so what we're doing is we're vacuum packing all of the bacon so that we'll have the ability to just pull out a pack of vacuum packed bacon to have for breakfast. True, but when? Both are working so well. You gotta catch them in your channel. Like, you never catch them in your channel. So we're vacuum packing all of this bacon now so that we'll have a ton of vacuum packed bacon. We are then only on this, yeah. We are then also cooking up bacon so that we are able to, that's what you see over here kind of on the edge. This cooking up bacon is so that this can be then cut up into little tiny chunks and put in the breakfast burritos. I do also have to take something out of the freezer that I never took out of the freezer. If I can find it, that is. Yeah, there they are. I don't think these will defrost in time, but that's okay. Let's put them up there for now. We have some tortillas. I'm not really worried. We have another set of tortillas, and if I can only do a certain number of them and then have to do more of them later, it's not that big deal. So we're going to do that. I love these breakfast burritos, by the way. I know I've done them a couple of times on stream. I'm a huge fan of breakfast burritos. Always have been. Do I have a... I gotta download the new one. Oh, wait, there we go. I had to get the new Stream Bakery. So there we go. I can customize myself too. So I usually go red because red is actually my favorite color. Also, look at these cute pets that you get to get. Cat, dog, bunny, turtle. We can get a squirrel. There is no panda though, but there is a teddy bear. That's amazing. There's an owl, a hippo. This is a squirrel. This is a duck or a bird. There's an otter. That's adorable. There's a dragon, a narwhal. Look at all these cute pets that you can get. I'm going to make myself a chef. And now, like Sleepy Dragons and Tiptoe and Tulip, I will look like a chef. Welcome, Bentley, to the bakery. Hi, Sean. I'm doing good. How are you? Is Endless watching sports ball? Nah, he's napping. Endless was doing bakery. Shugo, are you home or are you still at work? Oh, wait, why haven't I merged these together? It's like, that makes no sense. Why haven't I merged these together? And the angels crying, the stars are aligning, I'll be there. Loved, everybody's you. Certain you. I'm only doing small orders. We're just under 100 points away from the goal, everybody. Watching Clue. Well, I thought you watched Clue like last week. It's good. It's a good movie. I'd watch it again too. We're making breakfast burritos today. So it's meal prep because me and my husband were trying to figure out what we wanted for breakfast yesterday, and he was talking about going and buying burritos at Walmart. We went to Walmart yesterday because I needed to get tonics so I could have some gin and tonics. And I was like, why don't we just make breakfast burritos? Like, why are we doing this? why are we buying these? We could just make it. Hi, Kay. Get your microscope time. Let me grab some water, chat. Because Shugo will be very happy to know that I've drank barely any water today. Barely any, barely any. I think I had a cup of coffee that I drank like 3 sips of. That's about all I've drank today. Naughty. Yes, you have. Yeah, no, I've trouble. It doesn't really matter. You can look on the inside. The worst, I think one of them has like a little bit of a line somewhere, and one of them doesn't. But I don't think it matters. Mostly only get used for water. I was just dealing with things and totally forgot that water was a thing you had to do. Ruby Ninja, thank you so much for sealing our goal in the bakery. Everybody, you can hold off on your orders. You can keep your energy, and we can bank it up for the next round. What's water? I don't know, audits. Normally, I'm really good about doing it, but I've just been dealing with things in the background that I've just totally forgotten. Totally forgotten. Hi, Madam Wolfstar. Audits, how's your day been going? Any luck on the job front? Also, audits, I want you to know, I saw a whole bunch of TikToks of just how messed up the Chicago area got from all of the tornadoes. Like they were fairly low tornadoes, but you're not set up for even small tornadoes. So I saw like a whole bunch of TikToks of like the tornadoes and the storms and stuff that went through here, and I immediately, not even kidding you, was like, I hope Audits is actually okay. I hope nothing was anywhere near her. I hope her and her family are actually okay and that everything is fine. Because, like, ugh, I redeemed the channel point in my chat for Hydrate Mods. You're not even live, Shuko. Hi, Darker. We're catching up to Texas. So that's fun. Yeah, I know. It's freaking crazy. And even if they're lower tornadoes, it doesn't matter because you're not set up for tornadoes the same way. I can't even do being live. Yeah, we can't redeem anything here without being live. Chat, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be streaming in this and in vertical. So just be watching out for that. So if you're on your phone, things are gonna look a little bit different. I'm heading to bed. Have an amazing stream. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your raid. You absolutely incredible human being. Sleep well, and I'll be excited to check out your next stream. As long as we don't lose power, it is what it is. True. Yeah, Ducky. Since you're a good little Ducky, you're supposed to be drinking water. They're hydrated, Shugo. No, what do you mean no? Thank you. I hydrated like every time you told me. This is like almost, this is half gone. You're into a prom or a wedding? I'm not. I promise you that. So I wear these little shirts. So this is a spaghetti strap, a very thin strap. And so I don't like showing off my shoulders. I never have. So I'm wearing the cute little jacket to go over top of it. It is a full white dress, which is funny because I never actually like white dresses, but I decided to get a full white dress. It's got like pineapples and trees and things like that on the bottom. It's got a cute little sundress. Oh, look, it's time to hydrate. I drink pineapple drink. Okay, it's probably good for you, right? Not a lot of sugar, right? It's a bacon dress. 53 grams total. Maybe it's the sugar keeping you up at night, Ducky. There's an Amara in chat, everybody. C-tier Pokemon. You are looking at a effective ball, of a Geo ball, and a frozen ball if you really want to catch the Pokemon. Bacon, and lots of it. So what are we cooking? We are making breakfast burritos. So, nice. Yeah, so we bought this huge slab of pre-cut bacon from a butcher. Well, we technically had our in-laws do it, and then they brought it to us. But it was this huge slab. What am I making for supper? Oh, Alfredo. What are you making, Kay? Smash burgers. Nachos. Never have enough bacon. Nope. Dumpling, lasagna, and ramen. Ooh, that sounds so good. Yeah, you can never have enough bacon. So we had it was like from a butcher. So it's just like a ton of bacon for really cheap. And so I'm just we put them into packs of 4, which apparently I've been told is the wrong amount of number. It's supposed to be 4 per person, not 2 per person, 4 in total. So I only put them in packs of 4 because me and my husband do 2 pieces of bacon each, and so I'm just vacuum packing them so we can put them back into the freezer and they can freeze into the packs of 4 as opposed to the big old slab. Ducky Uziel, you caught the Pokemon. Congratulations. Oh, I have to wait a little bit. It's too warm. That's what it's telling me. It's saying it's warm. We vacuum packed too much. We have done too much of the vacuum packing. Also, chat, I did my nails the other day, and I have to say, like, you can't really see it all that well, I guess, but oh, you can. This Ohora nail polish has grown on me so much. It's not cheap. I know bacon isn't cheap. How much did the butcher charge? This is what, 30 pounds? I think it's 30 pounds? What? My husband's checking. Yeah, so I love the gel nails, but you know, because I'm repping Aurora, I thought I should probably test the other things too, right? I tested the press-on nails. I think they're amazing. They're just not personally for me, but I've grown to really like this nail polish. It's so subtle. It's so pretty. This is the Taro one, and it's like a full thing. It's a strengthening nail polish too. I'm a huge fan of it. Oh, 7.5. Well, ours wasn't $40, and well, no, they had a deal, right? So it's 7.5 pounds for $40. That's how much we got. I thought it was way more poundage, but 7.5 pounds of bacon is a lot of bacon. Princess with your dress and you're a good friend. I have to have hello to your husband. Yes, it's definitely a good deal. Yeah, the actual thing itself doesn't tell you the poundage. It said it was $50, so it was $10 off. Yeah, my husband's working right now. He's got a couple more hours of work. So we're cooking up some bacon. So part of that is we have to cook up bacon, and then part of it is we have to. He's bringing home the bacon. I know. Yeah, pretty much. He's got the cheddar. But yeah, he's doing it. This is my job. This is what I do for a job. So I do this and he does that. um but yeah, he's working his full-time job right now. He works till 8 o'clock our time. Because his company requires him to work Pacific time hours. Just like Kevin Bacon. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, fairly cheap for this bacon, and it's gonna last for a really long time. Considering what we can get like 2 pounds of bacon at Costco for, I think it's only like 2 pounds of bacon. You spend like 20, $30 on it. Yeah, definitely a good amount. So once we're done with the all right, so right now we're vacuum packing the bacon and then we're gonna put it into the freezer and be done with that. Once we're done with this, we're gonna move to cutting up the potatoes. So my breakfast burritos have potatoes in them. It's what I found a recipe about originally and do it myself. So I cut up tomato into like little dice chunks so they're not super big, but they're still like, decent size. And so I do a whole bunch of that. I peel them and then I cut them up into chunks. And then we cook them in the bacon grease so that it can crisp up and then it usually tastes a little bit like bacon. And who doesn't like to cook things in bacon grease? So we're gonna do it that way so that we can keep some of the flavor in there. We can use the grease that's already there, and then we will end up being able to use that for the potato pie side of things. And then when that is all said and done, we're gonna also cook up an onion. So we're gonna do like a hash brown with like some onion and some potato. And then we have this, and then the only other thing we have to do is cook up egg. Why are you leaving, Ducky? Because you don't like onions? Well, you would just leave it out. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cook up eggs. So my husband is allergic to egg whites. Um, yeah, yeah. Well, then you just leave them out. My husband is allergic to egg whites. He does not do egg yolks. He does not do egg yolks. So we only do egg whites here for him. And because we're just doing a whole bunch of burritos for both of us, it just makes sense to do the burritos in full egg whites. So we get a box of egg whites from Costco and use that. Ducky, you know what sucks? Gina's not here. I miss Gina. Me? Oh, yeah. I don't even know when she actually gets back. But also, my friend Fornax is on vacation too, and I miss him. My sister-in-law is allergic to chicken eggs, but not quail eggs. That's interesting. I know. I know. We were all like, "We miss Gina Lee." Has egg yolk. He has a really upset stomach. I'll just play with me, Gina. Yeah. He just gets a really upset stomach. He doesn't have like a bad reaction or anything like that, but you know how like sometimes you eat things and then you feel miserable afterwards? Like a lot of people that's how they feel with spicy food, you know? That's him. Like yeah, like lactose intolerance too. Yeah. That's another good way to put it. Your body just revolts. Yeah. Should I make her Amanda fall in love with? I don't know. You'd have to ask her because I don't know who she'd want. Yeah, ask her some like virtual man that she would like. If you could be in love with anybody, Gina, who would it be? Because it's just a fake mainland. A fake man. Well, I mean, it could be a real man, just some man she'd never be able to have. Maybe she'll like be like, man, I wish I could be in love with Bruno Mars. And then you gotta make Bruno Mars, you know? Food sensitivity. I have that with onions, avocados, and radishes. Yeah. Yeah, he has a food sensitivity to yolk. He got an allergy test. So when I first started dating him, he got an allergy test done. And when they do allergy tests, they do standard allergy test includes all of like the airborne allergies, so like dust and mites and all of the grasses and the trees and stuff like that we have in Florida, right? So it did all of that, but it also tests for a few of the very common food allergies so that you have a good understanding of like just some of the really really basic like really popular ones. So we're talking eggs, so yolk and white, peanut butter, soy, right? We're talking a few of those things. And so when he got his done, he learned that he was allergic to pretty much everything, including dogs and cats and stuff. And look at us, we have dogs and cats. But he also found out he had some food sensitivities. So like he also can't have soy because soy is also another one of his things that like if he was to have soy, he probably would not like it. So no soy for him. Okay, chat, let me go put these in the freezer up front, and then we'll start cutting up some potatoes. So I'll be right back, but I can still talk to you. So, yeah, so we don't have soy. If we do non-dairy milk, we do oat milk. And then, yeah, and then when I went and got tested, so in Canada, we did about the same time, him and I decided to go get some allergy testing done because when I was a kid, I was allergic to bee stings. So, like, bee venom, like, well, wasp stings, I guess. So I'd get stung by a wasp, and when I got stung by a wasp, everything would puff up. My eyes would, no matter where I got stung, I'd puff up in my eyes, in my arm, where I was stung, all of these things. And he still married him. Yeah, I did still marry him. He's the love of my life. So I puff up. I used to puff up when I was a kid. And so because I was moving to Florida, I was at this thing. Oh, we completed our round in Stream Bakery. Let's do that. Okay, we hit level 10. We had 56 orders filled. 15 bakers were here. I was the head baker in the order machine. Her and Llama was the merge master. We have Bentley, Ruby, and John getting those superlative rewards. Everybody's getting an ingredient basket and 2 ingredient baskets and energy crate. Hermelina, Octavius, and John Slice are going to get the bagels, the macaron, and the pretzel. We're going to get some station parts and some energy as well because we leveled up. Let's go for a tall order. Let's just go. I believe we can do this. Now, I don't have a lot of high level ones though. I just want to be right now. Right now. Oh, there we go. I got an order for 105. So we can go for that. We need to do a decent sized coffee. Okay, so we got that done. We need to do a decent sized coffee and a cupcake. Well, let's get some coffee going. We got the fire, fire, fire. And we gotta let it burn, 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 burn. We gotta let it burn, 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 burn. Okay, that should be the coffee we need. So all we need is the cupcake. We're gonna wait a little tiny bit, but I will come back to this and make sure that I do the cupcake or do the cupcake. Okay, there's an Azuriel in chat. Everybody, see to your Pokemon. You're looking at a Fantasy Ball, Feather Ball, or a Nest Ball. Oh, I pressed both of those. Oopsie. Hi, Uziel. I hope everybody's having a good Monday so far. It is the start of the week. Like I said, school is officially back in session for me, so I am actually back doing school. So we are gonna go, resume back to our Wednesday co-working streams, and I will start taking Tuesdays off again next week. As it stands right now, though, we will be back tomorrow afternoon with Juicy, Gaz, and Susanna for Last Pirates tomorrow afternoon. And then Wednesday we'll do co-working in the morning, and then Thursday we will do drama. We got some more drama to do. We'll do drama, and then we'll be doing Big Walk again. And then Friday, so chat, Friday we all in the Discord, for those that are in there. If you're not in there, let me know if you want to be in there. But we in the Discord, so if you were here at the end of last month, we did a fundraiser for the National Children's Alliance, and we raised funds for children so that they could have better futures. Uziel, you caught the Pokemon. Congratulations. We raised funds so that they could have, better futures, and we could protect children and their futures. And so by doing that, we raised a whole bunch of funds and hit a whole bunch of targets and goals. And one of the targets that we hit was doing a cooking stream where chat would give me some ideas of pizza combinations, and I would try them out, and we would do like mini pizzas and different kind of pizza combinations. So we are looking for suggestions for pizzas. I know people wanted me to do ham and pineapple at one point in time. Llama's given me a suggestion for one. If you are in the Discord, you can drop your suggestions in either the recipe suggestions channel or general, or you could just DM me on Discord. Totally fine either way. Give me some ideas of what you would like me to make for pizza combinations. They don't have to just be savory. They could be sweet as well. There could be some, let's try this for a dessert pizza. It could be a flavor combination you've always wanted to try and never had. So I'm going to straight up give you the whole thing. I'm going to compile everything together. At a certain point in time, I may not do all of them, and I probably won't do all of them, because the truth of the matter is, at a certain point in time, if I do every single pizza, it's going to get expensive. But there will be a handful of options, and we will work through a handful of things. So if you have some ideas on different kinds of pizzas, feel free to let me know. As of right now, I think the only two that have been suggested were Hawaiian with fresh pineapple, and Llama Mama's Llama Mama's white pizza with arugula and cantaloupe. What about breakfast pizza? If you have what you would like me to do for a breakfast pizza, I could give it a try. What would you want to put on a breakfast pizza? Have you had breakfast pizza? What is breakfast pizza? Use liquid egg instead of sauce. Then breakfast toppings and cheese. So you would do, instead of red sauce, you would do egg. So you would make like a, worked out on the weekends. So you would make like the round pizza base, the dough base, and then you would put egg in there, and then on top of it you would just put pizza toppings, so like sausage chunks, Mom uses, which would make a whole pizza. Yeah, I'm only gonna do small amounts. Dough, eggs, sausage or bacon or whatever you want. Bacon plus cheese. Do you would people put like peppers and stuff on it and you cook it? Interesting. We could try a breakfast pizza. I think I have most of the things for a breakfast pizza, so I wouldn't have to worry too much. That wouldn't be extra added. Yeah, my mom does. Ooh. That wouldn't be a lot of extra added funds, which is the big thing, right? Is that at the end of the day, if people are suggesting a lot of things I don't have, there's only so much I can put on a pizza. Or there's only so much money I have to be able to get pizza toppings. Not ketchup. Yeah, we're gonna make slightly more personal pan-sized pizzas, so they're not gonna be super big, but they will like there'll be a couple of bites and stuff out of each of them. And a lot of that is just because we have to try a couple of different ones. Nothing wrong with eggs and ketchup. I also have eggs and ketchup. Yeah, there is. Bandaki, where's Gina? Gina would never. No, Gina probably would never. And I don't need to need. I love my French toast with ketchup. You seriously have French toast with ketchup? That's wild. Now that one I've never heard of. I will admit to that. Yeah, no on the French toast part. I mean, it is just eggs, bread, and eggs. I don't think I'd like that. Well, I guess it depends on what you put in your French toast, right? That's how we do it in England. Hey, I've never heard of that in my life, but that's okay. I don't know if I would be willing to try it, but I don't think that it'd be bad if that makes sense. Like I'm not sitting here like, man, I want to go have ketchup with my French toast. But I'm also not sitting here thinking that it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like it makes sense. Yeah, we do. We also have cinnamon and vanilla, and American toast is sugary. Yeah, American French toast is an extremely sugary affair. We add like cinnamon, we add a ton of sugar to it. But if you were just to do French toast with eggs and you were to just like cover it completely in just like eggs, I could definitely see somebody putting ketchup on that as part of like ketchup and eggs. Tomato soup or grilled cheese and ketchup if there's no soup. Yeah, when I was living in the dorms, I would go buy a Texas toast grilled cheese sandwich in the dining hall and wolf that down with some ketchup. So when I was younger, I was always completely against the idea of French toast and ketchup. I thought that it was the most disgusting affair in the world. I was like, who would do this to themselves? That sounds disgusting. And then I had it, and now I have it a lot. But I don't like tomato soup. I love tomatoes, but I hate tomato soup. So I refuse to eat tomato soup. Ever when I was into that, yeah. I mean, I liked when I lived in the dorm and went to the dining hall. I always liked it too. What I will straight up admit. So the school that I went to Ryerson. Um, I went to a school in Toronto, and when I went to that school, um, we actually hired people. So the school had bought a hotel and turned it into student dorms, and it was really expensive. So all the rich kids lived there, obviously, but it was really expensive, and there was a lot of people that lived there. But one of the best things that they did was to actually made the basement of it into an eatery. So like they had it as like a proper restaurant. I don't like anything where they open serve like waffles and shit. It was awesome. That does sound pretty good. We were never open late here, but we had across the street, we had a Metro, which was one of the stores that was open 24/7. Which Ryerson did you go to? The university. Right in downtown Toronto. It's not called Ryerson University anymore. How'd you end up in Florida? So I was born in British Columbia, and after I graduated high school, I went to school in a town just outside of where I was from for about a year. And halfway through the year, I decided that it wasn't enough for me and that I needed to move. So I moved to Toronto to attend Ryerson. Um, After that, I did my master's in Toronto as well. Um, and then I started working and trying to find a job. Started working actually at the university that I was in, also working with some other people and some startups and stuff like that. And I was also really big into the online sphere, and I started playing. So my master's degree is actually based off of Dungeons and Dragons. And so I was still at the time very interested in playing and being a part of Dungeons and Dragons. Not as interested in it anymore, but I was into the whole Dungeons and Dragons stuff and everything, and I started playing this. There was this like online done out of Discord DM, and it was really weird, and I thought it was really interesting, and I don't remember how I found it, but I found it and decided to join it. And when I joined it as part of the Rogue Guild because that was a guild that I liked when I was starting out. And then I left the Rogue Guild and went into the Bards and met a whole bunch of people there, and one of which ended up being a dude that I fell in love with. And so I met somebody online playing Dungeons and Dragons. I fell in love with him. He lived in Florida, and we had to have a lot of conversations about where our life was going to end up, if he was going to move to Canada, if I was going to move to Florida. And it was decided that I was going to move to Florida. So I made the decision. He never forced me into it. I made the decision to move to Florida. Yeah. So love. Jose rolled a natural 20. It's really funny because our characters were dating somebody completely different in the guild at the time. And we were dating someone completely different at the time, and like none of them would ever work out. And it's not like I was specifically going to play this game to find somebody. At that point in time, I was sort of kind of with somebody, and I was happy with just being boring. And having whatever life I had come to terms and thought I was probably never going to get married because I don't want to have kids. And so I thought, well, I probably am never going to get married because I highly doubt I'll ever find somebody that'll be willing to marry me and not have kids. Um, so went through a lot of these things of like, oh, well, and and then we met and we started talking, and I made it very clear to him that I didn't want to have kids and all of these things, and he still fell in love with me and wanted to be with me. And so there's an Axu. Hi, Helix. There's an Axu in chat, everybody. You are looking at a C tier Pokemon at Fantasy Ball Nest Ball are your most effective balls. Let's see where we're at. I gotta scroll up too because I missed Jay's message. He's one lucky guy to find a girl into Dungeons and Dragons. You're basically my dream girl. Hope everyone's doing all right. Yeah, we're doing good. How are you, Helix? Chat, we're 83% of the way there. We have just under 400 points to go. My master's thesis was literally on Dungeons and Dragons. Like I that's how into it I was. And I'm not necessarily against Dungeons and Dragons. I think I just kind of grew out of it. I realized that like it's a really cool game, but it wasn't necessarily for me anymore. Um, it's not my normal traditional type of game. I'm not really big into story. I'm not really big into like doing all of that kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard to force myself to do those types of things. And so the only reason why I got out of it is because of the RP aspect. And but I have nothing but love for the game. I mean, I just don't actively participate in it anymore. There's a lot more potatoes than I meant to do. Hi, Wallarms. Welcome to the bakery. Chat, we are 10 points away. I know you want me. You know I want you. Wild Arms, thank you so much for sealing it with those points. We're rural kids and we're super happy with that. Yeah. You can always adopt. Please don't rule kids out in the future. No, I definitely haven't ruled it out. I just laying in bed dreading work tomorrow. Ugh. Just the fact that it's work. I completely get that. Not everybody needs kids. Yeah, so I think that there's a combination of like not everybody has to have kids, not everybody needs to have kids. I haven't officially ruled out kids completely, but it's true to say that I am 35 and at this point in time it would be a geriatric pregnancy or yes, we could adopt. But I just like I don't know. There's nothing wrong with having kids and there's nothing wrong with deciding not to have kids. I love absolutely every single human being that shares their life and their kids and their family with me more than anything. I don't know if I was ever cut out to do it myself. Um, but it's not completely ruled out. There's no part of it that is completely ruled out. It's just the idea of that like the truth of the matter is that if I was going to be with somebody and I knew that I felt that strongly about having kids, I needed them to be aware of that because I couldn't guarantee that I would change my mind to having kids. And so the thing is that if you were going to spend your life with somebody and you know that you have these feelings, you're not I was definitely not the type of person that would like not tell them. Like I needed to tell him. I needed him to be very well aware that there was a chance that he was never going to have a kid and that I may never want to have a kid. And that if that was something he needed in his life, then I wasn't the right human being for him. And that was just me knowing myself and setting that boundary and saying those types of things. And I think that The strongest and healthiest relationships can have those conversations, and you need to have those conversations. Because I tell you, the significant other I was with before my current husband, their family basically just expected that I had kids, and that was it. And I knew even then at a young age that I didn't really want to have kids, but it was like if I stayed with him, I would have had to have kids. Like there was no doubt about it. And I don't. There's a thing to say that like not having kids is a choice that you may make. I have some aunts and uncles that don't have kids, and they're totally fine with their life. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with having kids. And I, like I say, love every single human soul out there that has them. Um, but there's something to be said for like not having those conversations and then forcing yourself to have something that you don't want to, right? Yes, everybody can change their mind. I completely agree on that. And it's always been a semi-open topic and a thing that we revisit all the time. We've had this conversation many times. We revisit it all the time as to like, do we want to have kids? Are we getting to the point where we've decided we want to have kids? At a certain point in time, I won't be able to have kids because it'll be too late. But um, I think that everybody should have the conversations and everybody should be well aware of what they want in their life and if they're willing to compromise on those things or not. And so I, when I met my husband, I was not willing to compromise on those things. And I can't guarantee that I'd be willing to compromise on them today. It's never off the table. I'm still allowed to have them. So, come on, for one kids. Yeah. Or, you can travel. Children does not necessarily equal fulfillment. Yeah. And so, like I say, I have some aunts and uncles that never had kids. I'm not gonna have all that food. The thing, okay, so like to be extremely honest, this is what it was. So I grew up in the most incredible fucking household ever. Like literally the most incredible household in the world. For me, at least, not maybe not for everybody else. But bellies to fill without guilt. um, my my parents, every single thing they did, I'd be a surrogate if you ever could, but couldn't, but wanted them. Really, Ducky? um, so my parents lived for their kids. Everything they did was for their kids and their family. Their life revolved around their kids. Their life revolved around everything to do with their kids. All they ever wanted in their life was to get married, to have kids, and to raise a family. And my thought was always that if I had a kid, that would be me. That I would devote my life and everything that I was ever, everything ever would be devoted to my kid. And that I personally believe that that's the way that it should be. Now, of course, life comes around and things happen and everything changes and different arrangements and stuff like that. But people are still devoted to their kids. Okay. And for me personally, if I was ever going to have a kid, I was going to have a kid like my parents had kids. And if I personally felt that I was never in a position to do that for them, that I didn't want to have kids. You may dream girl too. Yeah. Often knowing where it's very important. Yeah, we do. For you say, yeah, we do. We have the conversation like all the time. All the time. I also, the other thing too, when we were 18, 19, no idea what our thoughts were at the point, so we made a point. Opinions changed because it was so important. Yeah. Yeah. And 10, 20 years later. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is that part of being open and honest, I have a heart condition. I have had it since birth. It is not something that's super serious, but I have a heart condition. I technically have something wrong with my heart. Having a child of your own, because of course adoption and all that stuff is, and surrogacy and all that stuff exists, but having a child of your own is very hard on your heart. It's very hard on your system, your blood system, all of those different things, your circular system, and everything like that. And time again, my conversations with Frise have been, if we do decide to go that route, we have to get all of the testing done to make sure that it is feasible for me. And if there is any higher of a risk, then it's just going to be a geriatric pregnancy or whatever, or that there is any kind of risk that I would come out of the other side either worse off or not here, it's out of the question. So that's another thing that a lot of people, and this is like, I'm okay talking about it because a lot of people don't have these conversations and don't say those things. Is there any opinion from medical professionals that now? Well, no one knows what my heart condition is. No one will be able to say whether or not I would be able to do it, right? So, and so of course there's always the fear that having a kid could take my life. And while if I really wanted to have a kid of my own, carry a kid of my own, and do all of that on my own, I would be doing it for the kid. And if it ended up taking my life, then that would be that. But it's not just my life anymore. It's mine. It's my husband's. It's our kid. It's our fur babies. It's all of those things. And the idea that doing something like that and ending up in a bad situation is just nothing none of us want to deal with. So it's your chat too. Yeah. My community, everybody. So it's all the different types of things you got to work through, right? And like, I don't mind talking about it because there's a huge stigma around this type of stuff. And I ain't got no stigma on it. I have a heart condition. I have always had a heart condition. I've had it since birth. While it shouldn't impact me and shouldn't impede me, when all is said and done, me and my husband have decided that if there was any potential, oh, there's something wrong with my dyno. Chat, what does my dyno want? Give me a heart condition. If there was something that could end up happening to us, that our choice is to not have a kid and to keep me. But of course, like you say, not have my own kid. That's the thing. Adoption is absolutely always a possibility. Or fostering. And a butt condition. Sorry about your butt condition. I know. Poor her and her butt condition. Okay, bakery round is over, everybody. We had 75 orders filled, over 1,200 pieces merch. 17 bakers are here on shift today. We have Lepsis with the head baker, Bentley with the order machine and the merge master. We have Mav Alley, Valkyrie in blue, and Wild Arms. Welcome back, Valkyrie, and making sure that they get the superlative awards. We're gonna random off these rewards, everybody. Chicken slash hi chicken. Athena and Lepsis getting themselves those rewards. We have 3 ingredients. Everybody's getting 3 ingredients baskets, an energy crate, and a gems box. Okay, everybody vote for what you would like to do. I'm getting drunk. I'm trying. Someone steals the exit sign. Now that is a wild thing to say. There's a Smeargle in chat, everybody. It is a C tier Pokemon. You were looking at a basic ball as your most effective ball. Show. Oh, I'm cutting up the onion to go in here. Again, if you don't like onion, you just leave it out. But onion, so part of the reason why I like onion and why I eat so much onion is because onion is a natural blood thinner and is actually very good for your heart. So, it's a Lamenti Pokemon! It is a Lamenti Pokemon. When Lamenti gets all of his school and stuff like that all settled up, because Lamenti, we all know Lamenti works at a college. Or, well, those of us that do know Lamenti works at a college and it's back to school season right now. When we get everything all sorted up, Lamenti and I will look at potential for our art stream, or collabed art stream. I have a good break in between my next semesters. So this semester my break was like a week. Between the next two semesters, because it'll technically be winter or fall and spring semester, I will have a decent break. Are we having a Farcado up in here? Who's Farcado in and up in here? Lamenti and Susanna. Should have known. Hi, DJ BJ. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna get it? There's no... Susanna, what are you doing? Poop from a butt season. I didn't know that. Hi, Alema. Thank you for the Fartcano. Would it be fair to say I don't like eggs, so I probably wouldn't get a breakfast burrito? No, that's totally fair, DJ BJ. Totally reasonable. I know a lot of people that don't like eggs. A-okay. Gotta miss 2 more Pokemon. Gotcha. Our city population increases by like 30,000. It sucks. And then less traffic, yeah. Go on. Okay, so I'm gonna put some pepper in here. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Put some Lowry seasoning salt on in here. Okay, that's probably all we need. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see. What did we vote for? We have 1 and 1. Someone's gotta break the vote. You know what? Fine. We'll go for a tall order. I gotta use up my energy. I don't have a ton of like big crates, but I'll use up my stuff. Ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off. Ooh, cause it's spinning me. Yeah, so that's like Gainesville in Florida. We don't have a lot of that like here where I live, thankfully. But yeah, so we'll look at doing that art stream where Lamenti will draw and I will attempt to paint like the same thing. And Lamenti will do it in like 2 minutes and I'll be like, Lamenti, I barely put a color on the canvas. And it'll be like, get good. We're gonna Bob Ross shit. Yeah, Lamenti's gonna like put 2 things on the, like I'm gonna put a thing on the canvas and then he's gonna be like, I'm done. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. So we're gonna do that. Oh, I should upgrade my station here really quick. Hesitate. Say to come on, baby, turn the lights off. Whoa, whoa. Thank you for turning the lights off. Thank you, Ducky. It's wet. Everything's wet. I mean, some are pretty and sitting there and painting for hours. Yay! Plein air painting is dope. I used to do a lot of landscapes. I haven't painted out in the real world yet. My CDD. No, what's wrong? Oh, it's dirty again. Ducky, is this just an embodiment of you? Well, study while you're dirty. He can learn you real fast. He can. He's very good. Funny enough, I never learned from Bob Ross though. Like I just learned by doing it. Turn around and me that big booty smack. He hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Okay, we're just kind of cooking the stuff up. So we're gonna grab the chair. Wow. You can see the blue little stuff. He probably needs me to play with him, but I don't feel like playing with him quite yet. He's also hungry. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter how it turns out. That's true. I got bacon to do. I can't play rock, paper, scissors with you, Remagachi. With the fire. I think he's happy now. No, he's still hungry. Them apples don't feed him. Here, have some ice cream. I don't think these feed him either. Little Reeboks with the straps. Turn around and get that booty smack. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Hi, Taki Farm. Okay, did that feed you? Oh, he's happy because I gave him ice cream, but he's still hungry. Okay, it's good to know that if I feed him ice cream, he gets happy. Don't have to play with him, just feed him ice cream. Give him sugar. Booty ducky today. It's because I'm at work. She got 6 minutes left to work, and then I gotta go to the store like a crazy person before wrestling. Yeah, you do have wrestling. It's Monday Night Raw. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. We'll work that money. Sing on and want it. I don't even have a big thing. Well, we might as well start doing pet. 2 in the morning. Open up my energy crates. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Turn around and get that big booty a smack. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low, 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 low. Oh. Okay. Let's connect as many as we can. Here we go. that there, put that there. Okay. Much better. A little more clean. As a tradition, I do a combination of cleaning my board and then keeping it a mess. Because when that's coming takes out the power. Wow, so that you could go home? But I'll think about it real hard. Most of the time when I used to work at the gas station and the power went out, no one could leave. You had to work. You had to keep working. I'm vibrating about rain. Oh, I'm leaving. They can't stop me. So I used to have to continue working because they'd be like, well, people are still going to show up and ask for stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then they can see that everything is closed. Nothing works. The lights are all off. But they were like, no, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, all I have is low orders. Why? The biggest point order I have is 30. We're 25% of the way there. We have 20 minutes to go. If I don't get any big orders to do, like, how am I going to earn points? This RNG is crazy. It only gives me low orders. $115, $57. Okay. We can make those work. Open if we can't sell anything with no power, yeah. Bye, Lamenti, be safe! Avoid all of the kids. See, Ducky, they would always just tell us that we could. So we actually had the ability to take payment without electricity. Yeah, I'm old, remember? So they would just tell us to just stay, and we wouldn't be taking orders because the gas pumps wouldn't work, but they'd like make us stay. They'd make us stay for a period of time. Now, to be fair to us, we were stuck there because literally the gas station was right next door to the dude who owned the gas station. So we had to stay there until he came over and told us to leave. So We just had to hang out. And he would be checking to see how long it would be until it would come on, and then he would eventually come over and be like, okay, well, it's not coming on. We might as well leave. We would shut it all down. Help me, help me. Back to low levels. Help me, help me. 23, 17, 10, 27. I'm gonna do that one. I have no energy. Okay, well, we're about halfway there. We have 17 minutes to go. I'll use up some more energy. Hi, Kelly Kong. How are you doing? Have to pay me extra because I ain't dealing with that. There's a Flababy in chat. See you tier, everybody. Fantasy ball, featherball, nest ball. Hi, Callie Kong. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good today. We're cooking up some potatoes. The potatoes are almost cooked. We're cooking up some potatoes to go inside of our breakfast burrito, and then we gotta cook up some eggs and then make some breakfast burritos. Boy, I'm hungry. We're probably gonna eat breakfast burrito for dinner. Help me. Which is, we're also playing some Stream Bakery, which is what's right over there. It's free to play. Sorba, good. I love your dress. Wait, are you a bakery owner? I'm not. No. No, this is called Stream Bakery. It is a cute little game that you get to play with your chat. But no, I definitely am not a bakery owner. I don't own anything except for, well, makes sense, yeah. I don't own anything except for my actions and my words. And I actually, technically, I am named on the paperwork for Nico and Simon. So I technically own them. Who are my dog and my cat. I signed their agreements, their adoption agreements, so you're Canadian, eh? I am. So I live in the United States right now, but I am actually originally Canadian. I have had people be like, "Oh yeah, I've like sat and listened to you," and then I hear it. Definitely very Canadian. Oh my god, no way. Yeah. I moved, I currently live in Florida. I moved here to be with my husband, but I am originally from Canada, originally from British Columbia. My fam and I went the opposite way. Oh my gosh, really? That's hilarious. I feel like my husband was gonna move to the United States. It just like at the time it made more sense for me to move here to the United States. Um People ask me all the time if I regret it, because you know, the United States. And the truth of the matter is, as much as I don't love what's going on by any stretch, I don't regret ever putting my husband and making the choice for me and him to be together. So I miss Canada though. Holy heck. I still think and still think about Tim Hortons. We actually drink Tim Hortons coffee, funny enough. That's so cute. I live in BC. Yeah. I grew up in British Columbia. I still have family in British Columbia. Most of my my parents and most of my siblings live in British Columbia still. I have one. Thank you so much for the follow. That's so cute. That's so cool. Yeah. I grew up in British Columbia. We have 13 minutes left, everybody. We have just under 700 points to go. I'm pretty much out of stuff. I can do one more. I'm pretty much out. I've cleared up. I've cleared up as much as I can. Okay. Oh my god, it's coming down hard. Oh. Apparently I was here before. Do I remember that? Nope. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I grew up in British Columbia in a small town in like the interior of BC. I lived in Toronto for about 6 years, and then I moved down to Florida. And so now I currently live in Florida with my significant other. And like I say, as much as I miss Canada, and I have so much Tim Hortons stuff that we've been drinking, we call it lazy coffee, which is just to say we put it in the drip coffee thing and make drip coffee. We've been using that. We actually have Tim Hortons coffee, hilariously enough. And so it smells very fragrant of like what you would smell if you walked into a Tim Hortons, and it just like reminds me of walking into a Tim Hortons for a steep tea double double or a steep tea with one milk, one sugar. These coffee's so valid. That's comical. I love that. Yeah. It's just like close your eyes and you're like, I'm walking into Tim Hortons. And Dunkin' is nothing up to Tim Hortons. I follow Tim Hortons on TikTok and Instagram, and they've been slowly opening more and more Tim Hortons stores. And I have to say, I have had to talk myself out of it many times, taking the 2 hour drive it would be just to go to a Tim Hortons. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, Jenny. I love you. Heading to bed. Sleep well, Jenny. Thank you so much for being on both sides. Sleep well. We'll see you tomorrow. You got more Final Fantasy tomorrow. Steep tea double double, yeah. You get a medium steep. I only ever got a medium steep tea, but I would get a medium steep tea, either medium steep tea double double or medium steep tea with 2 milk and 1 sugar, because sometimes two sugars was too much, especially depending on what Tim Hortons you went to. Um, but yeah, I love that. And I used to walk, so I used to live in Toronto, and there was like an underground in Toronto that was like an underground shopping center, and you could walk from Union Station all the way to Dundas Square. And I worked in Dundas Square and lived by Union Station. So I used to walk underground in all of the shops every time I went home. And in the bottom floor of Union Station was a Purdy's and a small little Tim Hortons. And there was more times, more often than not, on the way home would I stop by the Tim Hortons and I would get myself a steep tea double double. Beat me up over it. They grew up in Seattle where it originally came from. Yeah. I'll read out to you tomorrow. Aw, Jenny, you don't. I love you. You don't have to. I love you. Oh yeah, Jenny, I needed to put that thing on my schedule for you. Hold on. Hold on. Stop. How do I edit my schedule? It'll be at 8 p.m. your time, though. So it's when Juicy goes live normally, because I'm going to be streaming with Juicy. No. Oh, someone all dressed up and fancy. Hi, Alex! Timmy's is way better. Do I? Not really, but I love it for the tea. Yeah, I pretty much only get it for the tea. I don't know how to edit my schedule. Hi, Alex. How are you doing today? Concerns? Huh. No repeat. Oh, buddy else. Buddy else. Okay. Okay, I've added it. Sorry, Jenny, I totally forgot. There's a Tim's like maybe 2 minute walk from my business. So I walked there afterward and get me some tea just for the heat to wake me up, not for the caffeine, since your gal's allergic to it. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. How's stream and bacon going? It's going pretty good. We're at just under 400 points to go. We're getting closer and closer every minute. Yeah, so where I grew up, didn't have a Tim Hortons. But every time we went into town, we would always get Tim Hortons. So I used to get Tim Hortons all the time. My parents used to get large like double doubles or something like that, and they used to share it all the time to get two. So I don't know, Tim Hortons just always been engraved in me. I used to so Tim Hortons has the Keurig options you can get. And you can get the Keurig ones for like the Keurig. Keurig ones for the Keurig, you know. So you used to be able to get the steep tea for the Keurig, and I actually brought a whole bunch of those to the United States because I needed it. That's not what I actually wanted to do. This actually works out. Kick them out again. 3. Please, friend, we're gonna spend morning, and you ain't getting over him. So yeah. I'm not allergic to caffeine, but nothing really beats a tea for me. I'm a huge fan of tea. Like steep tea, things like that. I'm a huge fan of tea. Black tea, I don't know, just as a Canadian, you just drink a lot of like black tea. Maybe it's the British in us. But I'm so used to anything to do with black tea, and so it just hits right home. We are 30 points away. 18 points to go. Tulip, thank you so friggin' much for sealing it. I'll save my energy. Don't you like me? Hi, Ducky. Callie Kong, I also used to work in Dundas Square. I worked where the AMC was, which you probably don't know because you're not in Toronto. You're in the other place. But I used to work where the AMC was. And in the basement of the AMC was a Starbucks. And then like around the corner was a Tim Hortons. You always had to go outside to go to the Tim Hortons, but boy did I go outside to go to the Tim Hortons every time. Now, when I started to drink a little more coffee, I started to like Starbucks a little bit more, but because I would always drink the super sugary, super full of milk coffees. But there was actually another one. I'm trying to remember what it was called, but there was another place that was in Eaton Center that I really liked. But yeah, but I have family in British Columbia still. It's where my roots are. Kill me slowly. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? No more. Okay, so potatoes are almost cooked. We're gonna turn these up just a little bit so they'll finish cooking quicker. Potatoes are almost cooked. Once the potatoes are done, we are going to do some eggs. And then we can put together the burritos. I have to cut up the bacon. There's a sim message in chat, everybody. Be to your Pokemon. You are looking at a sunball or a fastball. Tired of the way that things have been. Oop, sorry, chat. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know what I got caught on. Okay, put the rest of these away. Grab out my frozen cheese. Because I only have frozen cheese. Is it in here or is it in the other one? I wonder. I think it's in the other freezer. Hold on. Ooh, that won't close. Okay, let me go check the other freezer. I think it's in the other freezer. And yeah, I'm just using frozen cheese. Listen, someone in my chat said that you could go to Costco and get the big things of cheese. And then you take those cheese and you just freeze them. And I totally never considered it and thought that it was the most brilliant thing in the world. And so now I freeze cheese. Grab a big thing of cheese and freeze it. Ugh. So, cheese. I caught it. There you go, Ducky. You missed. Go on. Of the future and the blood in my veins. Yeah. You did the thing. You did the quest? Nice. Now you don't have to worry about missing Pokemon. Okay. I think these are all cooked. No. It's not cooked. We did it, chat. Woo! We had 107 orders filled, 14 bakers on shift, over 1,200 pieces merged. I was the MVP, the head baker, order machine, and merge master. Chicken Slash. Aww. Chicken Slash was our superlative. Kaledji and Lava Mama getting in there as well. We have 2 awards. I don't give myself rewards, so we're gonna random these off. And Athena and Kaledji are gonna get those rewards. We leveled up. Or I leveled up. Okay, chat, we're gonna do one more round. And then we're gonna go find somebody to love on. So vote for what day you want for the last day. Sugar, yeah. We have 1 vote for a tall order. That is almost 3,000 points. 3,000. This is actually less points than last round. Then I can come love on you. You can come love on me. Oh, I was gonna say, did the thing, do you also not have power anymore? Ray Ducky, yes, Ducky's working. Okay, we only have one vote, but everyone's going for tall orders, so we're gonna start the tall order. You have 30 minutes, chat. Remember to open up your ingredient boxes. Let me open up this chest too. I don't have a lot of like big orders. That's where my issue lies. Makes it hard to contribute if I don't really have big orders. Sugar, how you get so fly? Okay, I need a brownie. Let's do 2 brownies. I already have that coffee, so I need to make a lot of dough. Conserve that for now. Oh, there we go. A decently big order. There we go. I said, can I come love on you? Oh, I read it wrong. Alex, are you feeling better, by the way? I know you were out like on Friday, right? Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, that doesn't sound promising. Oops. Down, 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 down. So we stop. We'll put our hands up. 22 for a coffee and a macaron. I can do that. Baby, we can do that one too. It's not a lot, but it's something. Okay. I'm running out of things on my board. What do we got? 63 for a coffee or 37 for 2 little coffees. It's like it's the last night of your life. I forget you right. Baby, tonight. Daydream got us falling in love again. Okay. Okay, so we got the potato mixture in here. We're gonna get baby tonight. We're gonna get some eggies. I don't remember if 1 is enough or if I need 2. Let me grab a little bit of oil though, because we want to make sure that it's got some oil or else it'll stick. night of your life. Okay. Well, as long as you're starting to feel better, Alex, I know you got stuff, but no, I love you. I always care, always think about it, always worry. Okay, I gotta put a bunch of cheese in here. Oh, that's a lot of cheese. Woo! I'm gonna go put this in the front freezer again, because that's where it's been sitting, and it's kind of nice up there. The freezer is like done a good job of it. Ducky, is it taking out the power yet? No. I think I need more egg. I don't think this is going to be enough egg, but I don't need a full other thing of egg. I just need a little bit more. What'd you say? Oh, I said that sucked, and then I just said that I think I needed a little more egg. Egg. Okay. Oh, more egg. Yeah, where's Whispers when you need them, you know? Okay, so we have this, which is all of our stuff. We're gonna break up all of the bacon. No, those eggs are for endless. You can share. Oh, everybody drink up. I'll drink up in just a second. I just need to, my hands are covered in grease. I'll drink Red Bull. I mean, to be fair, it does just say drink up. It doesn't say that you have to hydrate. It just says drink up. So, technically, Red Bull counts. Donate Pamdon! Look, but Alex, how's Ark been? Have you been able to do anything recently? People read with egg. But she eggs me on. Oh, how's your water park, by the way? Did you get your duck launcher? There's a Delibird in chat. Everybody, C tier Pokemon. Frozen Ball, Mock Ball are your most effective ball. I'm mostly playing Water Bark, but I've arced last night and today. Ooh. Did you get your egg launcher? So that you could shoot and yeah, I did on my original part. Nice. You can shoot all the eggies or the duckies. Why do I say it was the egg launcher? It's the duck launcher. And that's just me and the date changed. The chicken bat too. I nearly died laughing at it. People love it. Ooh. I didn't know there was a chicken bat. All the cool things they put into the game. And they're like, it squeaks when you hit people. That's hilarious. Oh, Delibird hates us. It's $5 and it's next to the ice cream. Oh, that's good. It's good to know. I'll have to go for it next time. Oh, Alex, we're also doing the Friday night we're gonna do the pizzas. So if you have any kind of pizza combinations you want me to try, either let me know in Discord or here or whatever as well. We're only at 24% of the way to the goal. We only have 18 minutes left. Chat, this is our last one. So wherever we end up here is where we will end. Hi, Daryl. Sitting here trying to bakery. Daryl's trying to jump scare. Okay, so here we go. Here's our mix. So we just have to mix it together. And remember, it's got potatoes, onion, eggs, bacon. There's cheese mixed into the eggs already. gonna make one for me and one for Fuzé for like dinner. And then I probably won't make any more tonight because this or at least right now, because this stuff is really hot. So the big thing about this is that it's really, really warm. Well, where's mine? You have to come to Florida for that, Ducky. So to make it is really, really simple. But like I say, the problem is that this stuff's really, really warm. So what ends up happening is, you don't want to like be rolling your burrito and stuff when it's really warm. We don't want to go back to Florida for my cooking. I don't know how it happened. Well, hey, it might not be Florida for much longer. Six on your back, yeah. Yeah, it's a while. Okay, so there you go. You put a mix of the stuff. I was literally about to say that, yeah. Yeah. And then we usually take sriracha. So where did my sriracha go? I think my sriracha's up there. So we typically put sriracha in it. It's not up here. If you don't like sriracha and you want to put some other kind of hot sauce in it, please do. Or if you don't want to put any hot sauce in it, also feel fine to do without that. We typically put a little bit of hot sauce because what ends up happening is it gives it a tiny bit of a kick, but it also makes it so that it will stay a little bit moist when you reheat it. It's kind of the big thing. So what you traditionally would do is wrap it in tin foil. So you would wrap it, and then you would put a chunk of tin foil down, and then you would put the burrito into the tin foil, and then wrap the tin foil up. Like I said, I'm not gonna do that right now because this is gonna be warm. So I'm gonna actually put this into the fridge for me to handle it. Honestly, I'll probably do it tomorrow morning as part of breakfast. And then we're gonna make one. We're making the ones for dinner for Fuzé and I. Yeah, yeah, we have some other areas we're moving to now. Okay, so we fold it up. Actually, you do both sides. So we fold both sides, and then you flip it up, make sure it's scooted on in, and you just roll it over. There you go. There's your burrito. There we go. I'm going to go take this to Fuzé. I'll be right back. Notice you. Notice me. Yeah. So that's that. How much time we got left on this bakery? We are 42% of the way there. We have 11 minutes left, everybody. Hydrate. Okay, fine. I was supposed to hydrate, wasn't I? There, Ducky. I basically drank a whole can of water this stream. 12 ounces. Don't worry, I'll get myself water after stream too. And like, sit down and continue drinking water for the rest of the evening. Hi, Tactical. Can water. It's because Spindrift is yum. Notice you. We did at least get halfway of the goal. That's pretty good. We have I have a really big order for coffee. If I could fill it, it could get us a couple hundred points. There you go. We're 63 of the way there. I still have 51 energy, so I should still do a fair bit. I just got to figure out what I have and work for it. Looks like best to go for brownies. Beef. My whole board is full. Let's see if we can get this right in the last second. Oh, trust me. There we go. I did it 100 points. Here we're going to sign out of Ramodachi. Let's see what we got going on here. Little coffees, medium coffees. 75% of the way there. Get some energy. It doesn't work. There's a Dynamo in chat. Pokemon in chat, everybody. C-tier Pokemon. Magnet Ball, Feather Ball, Nest Ball. Oh. And so, like, I give my breakfast burritos a 10 out of 10, but I love them. I think that one's really, this breakfast burrito is really good. This breakfast burrito tastes really good. Added a lot more fuzzies. His is going to be burrito out of 10, probably. He's busy working, but I imagine his is probably just burrito out of 10. Fuze loves breakfast burritos. We literally started doing breakfast burritos because of him. Funny enough. So when we were dating, he was really bad at like eating breakfast in the morning. He would like go to work and not eat. And so we were trying to figure out ways to get him to eat things that were not just like microwave meals. 3 out of 10, probably. Yeah. So we were trying to get him to eat things that were just not breakfast burritos, and that's when we found out that you could freeze, you could make like mini quiches with egg whites and freeze them. Then you could also make breakfast burritos and freeze them. And so we eating ketchup fusee. So we started making them, and so we've been making them for like 10 years. Oh. So we've been making them for a while. Oh, brother, I will hear you call. Sister, I will help you out. More seriously, they're really good. Yeah. He really does like them, and I we do them almost the exact same way every single time. There's usually a little bit of variation here and there, but it's not actually that much of a variation. So I think that because of that, he ends up really liking it. Um, there isn't too much of a variation. We are so close. Oh, I never started this. Come on. Only I had a cookie. Hi, Kazik. Let's make sure everybody leaves here with some time. I have a cookie for you. Okay. Thank you, of course. Trying to give as much time as I can. We are about to end, but just trying to give everybody time. So you have all the time in the world. Hi, Pocket Tank. Welcome on in. Chat, we have 30 seconds left. I don't think we're going to make it, but that's okay. We will be back playing more Stream Bakery tomorrow. We're going to be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be playing Last Pirates Die Together with Gaspoingen, Oh Susanna, and Juicy Fruit. It launches tomorrow, so very excited for that. I will love you tonight. Oh, we just barely missed it. We had 70 orders filled, 13 bakers on shift, 1,101 orders filled. I was the head baker, order machine, and merge master. We had Tulip, Daryl, and Pokey Hokey Meg getting our superlative awards. Everybody's getting some energy, but we are calling that here for tonight, and we are going to go love on an amazing creator. So I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. We will be back again tomorrow with some gaming, playing a game called Last Pirates Die Together. It's very much like Pirates Repo. There is a lot of fun elements. You have to collect loot, make things happy. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see you again.